Have you ever pondered the contrast between hybrid and native applications? If so, then today is your lucky day. Brace yourself for an exhilarating adventure as we traverse the complex digital terrain that encompasses these two distinct application classifications. We'll be unraveling their individual characteristics, digging into their strengths and weaknesses, and evaluating their comparative performance. This exploration promises to enlighten and engage as we dissect and analyze the myriad of aspects that define and differentiate these two. To all tech aficionados out there, prepare yourself for an intellectual roller coaster ride that is bound to stimulate your curiosity and expand your knowledge. A journey that will quench your thirst for techno-intellectuality. We continue to invite you to join us in our quest to demystify the world of technology as we dive deep into the often misunderstood realm of hybrid and native applications. We're about to venture into uncharted waters, exploring the depths of this technologically advanced world, and you get a front row seat. In today's video, we will dive into the world of hybrid and native applications. First off, let's understand what a hybrid application is. A hybrid application is a type of mobile app that combines elements of both native and web applications. Imagine a native app as a local resident, fully adapted to the ecosystem of a specific platform like iOS or Android. Web applications, on the other hand, are, like tourists, accessible from any browser, but not fully integrated into the platform. Now, a hybrid app is like a savvy traveler, having the capability to fit in anywhere, yet carrying its own unique capabilities. The structure of a hybrid app is essentially a web app, primarily developed using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, encapsulated within a native shell. This native shell can access platform-specific features and is downloadable from app stores just like a native app. How does it work? Well, a hybrid app runs inside a web view, a native container that can display web content. This enables the app to behave like a native app on the device while its core remains a web app. To give you a real-world feel, some popular examples of hybrid apps include Instagram, Uber, and Twitter. These apps seamlessly blend web and native elements to provide a smooth user experience across multiple platforms. Now that you have a basic understanding of hybrid applications, let's explore their advantages and disadvantages. Hybrid applications come with their own set of advantages and disadvantages. Let's begin by unpacking the pros of choosing to go hybrid. Firstly, hybrid applications are cost-effective. They are developed using web technologies like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. This means they can be built once and run on multiple platforms such as iOS, Android, and Windows, without needing to rewrite the code for each one. This significantly reduces development time and costs. Secondly, the ease of development is a major advantage. Most developers are familiar with web technologies, so they can create hybrid apps without needing to learn a new programming language. This not only makes the development process smoother, but also widens the pool of developers who can work on your app. Lastly, cross-platform compatibility is a key benefit. With a hybrid app, you don't need to worry about your app functioning differently on different devices. It ensures a consistent user experience across all platforms. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Hybrid applications have their downsides too. Performance issues are one of the major drawbacks. As they run inside a browser-like component, hybrid apps can't match the performance of native apps. They may lag, especially when handling complex tasks or high-resolution graphics. Next, the lack of a native user interface can be a disadvantage. While hybrid apps can mimic the look and feel of native apps to an extent, they might not fully capture the unique user interface elements that users have come to expect from their devices. This can lead to a less satisfying user experience. Lastly, potential security concerns are worth noting. Since hybrid apps use web technologies, they are more susceptible to attacks like cross-site scripting. This makes them potentially less secure than native apps. With these pros and cons in mind, it's clear that hybrid applications have their place in the app world, but they're not always the best choice. Let's shift our focus to native applications. Native applications are software programs that are developed specifically for a particular platform or device. They're like the homebodies of the app world, built to live and function optimally on their native operating system, be it iOS, Android, Windows, or any other. The structure of native apps is tailored to the device's operating system, utilizing the development tools and language that the respective platform supports. For example, Swift and Objective-C for iOS and Java or Kotlin for Android. This allows the apps to perform at their highest capability, leveraging the device's hardware and software to the fullest. Native apps are those that you typically download from app stores like Google Play or Apple's App Store. Some of the most popular ones you might be familiar with include Instagram, LinkedIn, and Uber. These apps are designed to provide a seamless user experience with a look and feel that's consistent with other apps on the device. One key aspect of native apps is their ability to tap into the wider functionality of the device. They can access the camera, the GPS, the accelerometer, the list goes on. This results in a more integrated and intuitive user experience. Now, let's delve into the advantages and disadvantages of native applications. Native applications, like hybrid ones, have their own set of benefits and drawbacks. Let's delve into this fascinating world of native apps and explore their pros and cons. Firstly, let's talk about the advantages. Native applications are renowned for their superior performance. They are developed specifically for a particular platform, whether it's iOS, Android, or Windows, and this platform specificity allows them to leverage the device's full potential. They can access the device's hardware and software resources directly, resulting in faster execution and smoother user experience. Speaking of user experience, that's another advantage of native applications. They can be designed with the platform's specific user interface and user experience guidelines in mind. This means that they can provide a seamless, consistent, and intuitive user experience, which ultimately leads to better user engagement and satisfaction. Security is another area where native applications shine. They're often more secure than their hybrid counterparts as they can take full advantage of the platform's built-in security features. This makes them a preferred choice for applications that handle sensitive user data. However, it's not all rainbows and butterflies with native applications. They do have some significant disadvantages. One of the biggest drawbacks is the higher development cost. Developing a native application requires more time, resources, and expertise. You need to have separate development teams for each platform, which can significantly increase the cost. Furthermore, native applications also require a longer development time. Each platform has its own development environment, tools, and languages, which means that you can't reuse code across platforms. This increases the development time and makes it harder to maintain and update the application. Lastly, native applications are platform-specific. This means that if you want your application to be available on multiple platforms, you need to develop a separate application for each platform, which can be a considerable disadvantage in terms of cost and time. As you can see, native applications have their strengths and weaknesses, much like hybrid applications. So, which one should you choose, hybrid or native? As we've journeyed through the world of applications, we've uncovered some significant insights into both hybrid and native apps. Let's take a moment to recap. Hybrid applications, as we know, are built using web technologies like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, wrapped in a native container. Their advantage lies in their cost-effectiveness and quicker development time, as they can be built once and run on multiple platforms. However, they may not provide the same performance and user experience as native apps, especially for complex applications. On the other hand, native applications are developed specifically for one platform using the platform's preferred language. They deliver a superior user experience, high performance, and seamless integration with the device's hardware and software. But they come with a higher price tag and longer development time, as separate versions need to be developed for each platform. The crux of the matter is that there's no one-size-fits-all answer. Are you looking for a cost-effective solution that can be developed and deployed quickly? Then, a hybrid app might be your best bet. But if user experience and performance are your top priorities and you have the resources to invest, a native app could be the way to go. Ultimately, the choice between hybrid and native depends on your specific needs and resources. Remember, the best application is the one that fulfills your requirements efficiently and effectively.